Patreon Q&A number 38, part 2. Part 1 was released earlier today, and of course I want to thank all 64 of my incredible, amazing, super attractive, and well-off patrons. The fact that you are continuing to support me through all of these rough times means more to me than you know. To everyone else listening, there's going to be spoilers in these questions and answers, so let's get into it. Johndoe asks, I was thinking as a distant possibility, what if Boros was somehow brought into the Neo Heroes arc on one of the sides, and the reasoning being it's not made clear whether Boros was really dead. We just saw his body in the rubble, and as far as we know, Metal Knight could have salvaged his body and maybe saved him or something of that sort. And just like Garo is still hanging around after being defeated, and Suiryu also being in the arc, I feel like it's a plausible way to actually pit Boros against the other characters that aren't Saitama. Would also follow the trend of the strong antagonist slash opponents of Saitama respecting and admiring his strength. Suiryu, Garo, Orochi, all not knowing but actually acknowledge and respect him. So I think it's a possibility that Boros could come back, but not a strong one. Like, the odds are slim, but it's realistic that it could possibly happen. And I actually made a video about this last year, talking about Metal Knight possibly salvaging his body from the wreckage of the ship. So it is true, we don't really see what happens to Boros after Saitama walks away from him. Yes, he does talk, but we kind of just assume that he's dead because the core of the ship, like, explodes after that whole sequence, and then the ship falls, and then Boros is, his body, his torso is still on the ship. So I guess we're led to believe that that is him dying, and then when the ship falls, it's like his body is getting destroyed by that as well. So I think that's where it's going. But there is, like I said, a small chance that Metal Knight could have found his body, because we know that Metal Knight has salvaged the ship, and he is currently working on it, and that is a big mystery that has yet to be touched on again since it was revealed. That would be awesome if he brought back Boros as a cyborg or something, but I just don't think it's going there. I would love it if it happened. I would pay for this to happen, honestly, but I just think Metal Knight's, his big overarching threat that he poses is just his arsenal, and he probably has some crazy-ass single robots that are made from Boros' ship that are probably just as powerful as Boros, and we're likely going to see that happen, as opposed to Boros coming back as a cyborg. But like I said, I would be on board for it, but it just seems like the odds of it happening are slim. I feel like one did Tank Top Master dirty by making this concept kind of too similar to Darkshine and Prisoner, making it kind of redundant, making 3S class heroes getting hella overpowered from just lifting weights. So he got the short end of the stick. Do you think Murata will kind of go deeper into him or flesh him out somewhere this far into the story like Prisoner so that he can have his own kind of unique strengths and power-ups, or is he just fodder and tossed to the side or regulated to different arcs like Watchdog Man? So I guess he kind of did do him dirty, but I don't think Tank Top Master is fodder or anything even close to that. He's just a jobber. Unfortunately, every bottle manga or anime, they need jobber characters, unfortunately, because they need to establish how other characters are, as powerful as they are. So that's why Tank Top Master loses to said characters, just so they establish how powerful the new character is, unfortunately. And I think that's what Tank Top Master's job is being regulated to here. Yes, I do think he is going to get a power-up, for sure. We already see him training. He's trying to get stronger, but nothing has really come of it yet. Like, he got this whole revelation after he got whooped by Tatsumaki and after, his whole encounter with Metal Knight. So, he is going to get stronger, but how much stronger, how much more of the story is going to focus on him, I don't think too much, but he is going to be around, and he does have a cool aspect to him. He has like this cult, a tank top crew and all of that. That's awesome, and he's very comedic in that aspect as well, but I really don't think, or I don't think we should expect Tank Top Master to have any more significance than like having one big moment later on in the series. I think that's about it. Noah M. asks, it's been a long time since I asked a question. I got into a motorcycle accident last week, and most of me is fine. Hey, I'm glad you're okay, Noah, and that's awful that happened. 3 of my friends have died from motorcycle accidents, and it's really too bad. I mean, I know motorcycles are awesome and it's fun and everything, but man, the statistics on them are, pretty rough. So just be careful out there, my friend, and I just hope that this doesn't happen again to you. My question is, as Saitama is able to punch and split energy-based attacks like the Collapse of Star Roaring Cannon, do you think he would be able to split King's Ultimate Hellfire Wave Motion Cannon? So the Wave Motion Cannon, as we know, isn't a energy attack. Shout out to Yu-Gi-Oh! It's more like just whatever King needs to do in order to get the job done. That's the way that I interpreted it, because after he does it, Golden S kind of craps his pants, or almost craps his pants, and then pre-woke Garo comes out of nowhere and then saves the day. So I think that's more or less what it is. It's kind of just like an attack that he does that ensures that he is going to make it out of there okay, and then whoever he's going against is probably going to die as a result. So, could Saitama defeat this? Probably, but eventually it would come down to the point of where Saitama is going to become the wave motion cannon. So it's kind of weird in that predicament. Like, I can't accurately tell you who would win between King and Saitama because I don't really think there is an answer to that question, as at least not right now. But yeah, I do think Saitama could split the wave motion cannon in theory, depending on what it becomes. Phoenix Man asks, greetings, Shonen. I was thinking of upping my donation a bit, but your next tier is $20, and unfortunately the Monster Association is trying to save cash right now, so I'll be staying at 5 for now. Alrighty, then my question time. What do you think your favorite monster from each threat level is? Tiger, Demon, Dragon, Dragon Plus. You can only use one character once, so you can't have that pesky Garo for the last 3. I know how much of a stand you are for him. So my favorite Tiger level monster is probably that Black Roast, Dark Roast guy from the Disaster level bonus chapter. He's so funny, and I like his design. He's so hilarious. The more like enjoyable or funny and just relatable a character is, I'm not saying that he's relatable, but I'm just saying in general. Like, I really enjoy those characters. So, like, you know, Black Roast, he's my favorite tiger, and this is going into who my favorite demon is. Armored Gorilla, one of my favorite characters in the series, just because I think he's so well made, and his just demeanor and overall attitude and the place that he has in the story is just gold. I just love him so much, and I hope he comes. I mean, he is going to come back, but it's going to be a while before he does. But yeah, Armored Gorilla, love him. My favorite dragon is probably Black S. I'm not going to say that Garo in his pre-woke form is a monster, because he's not. He's somewhere in between, so I don't think it would be fair to classify him as. But my favorite dragon, Black S. He's so funny, so original, and he just brings an awesome dynamic to the story, even currently in the webcomic. And he's really cool, and I can't wait to see what Murata does with him in the manga. And Dragon Plus, definitely Boros. Come on, no one is surpassing him in my opinion in the cool factor. And finally, what would be your favorite hero below S class? Mine would have to be Death Gatling, because you know he's a super metal looking guy with a big minigun. What's not to like? Yeah, a lot of people love Death Gatling. He is one of the better designed heroes for sure. I like him too, but I gotta say my favorite is Glasses. I mean, I'm sure you've seen my How Strong Is Glasses video, or at least I hope you were able to see it before it went down. He's just so great. I mean, his struggle, his grind, his attitude, his design, everything about Glasses is awesome. And like with the other characters we're talking about, I can't wait to see what comes of him. Wolf Pup asks, notice me, senpai, it's not like I like you or anything. Baka, okay. I'm a great character now. Lol. Konnichiwa, senpai Shonen. It is I, Wolf Pup. I hope my Patreon bucks are helping you. I know it's not a lot, but I pray for your success. Hey, it is a lot, Wolf Pup. You're single-handedly keeping the internet running at Shonen Enterprises. So thank you so much. Okie dokie, Sensei. If you don't mind me asking, what is your favorite PlayStation console? Probably PlayStation 4. It's the one that I've enjoyed the most so far. PlayStation 2 is cool and everything, but 4 is where it's at. I wish I could play it more, but there's just not enough games that are really interesting me at this point. Shoes. My favorite shoes of all time are probably Nike Dunks. I wore them all the time when I was a little kid. It's too bad that they're out of style now, but you know, maybe they'll come back one day, because you know how it cycles with fashion and whatnot. Vietnamese soup. Just standard pho with the pork in it. I love it. Dinosaur, you know, standard T-Rex. I'm kind of like basic when it comes to that stuff. I mean, the Spinosaurus and the Allosaurus, those are cool too, but nothing really beats like a solid T-Rex, to me at least. And what would your dinosaur disaster level be? A T-Rex and One Punch Man, not that powerful. Probably like a demon. I mean, that is powerful, but not like dragon level. Favorite emoji? Definitely like the fist sign. Like when like somebody gives you words of encouragement, you just put up your fist. You know, like One Piece style. That's probably my favorite one. And then the OK sign with, you know, the circle of your index finger and your thumb. That's always fun too. Oh, your favorite toothpaste? So I guess the Colgate Optic White with just I don't know, spearmint if it's available. That's solid. You know, it's been doing me good for the last couple years. Mine is the PS2 because I played it a lot when I was a young pup. Also, do you have a favorite documentary? So I really like that documentary about the guy in the Winnebago. I don't want to spoil it. It's called Winnebago Man. It's pretty amazing. I don't know if it's my favorite. I have to really sit down and figure out which one it is, but that one was amazing. I watched a documentary yesterday about wolves, and it was very interesting, and also the fact that wolves are amazing, beautiful animals. Yes, they are. And I mean, completely against animals getting killed for their fur. Well, of course. Also, if you don't mind me asking, which animal/person would you be reincarnated as? Mine would be a bear, so no one messes with me. Rawr! And what are your chances of King winning the $1 million lottery? So what would I be reincarnated as? That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe like, somebody like Arnold Schwarzenegger or something. That would be incredible. He's lived quite the life, and it's not even over yet. King, if he were to play the lottery, he would instantly win. I mean, come on, he goes without saying. In my opinion, I mean, I don't think he would keep playing the lottery because he wouldn't realize of his luck ability, but if he were to play it, $1 million lottery, he would instantly win, and it would be hilarious. So let's get down to business. A fight between Daedric Genos and Monster Bakuzan. We know Bakuzan is a dragon, has martial arts on his side, while Genos has firepower. I think Genos in his Daedric form will probably blow Bakuzan away, similar to how Saitama was. There's no balancing to Daedric Genos, so all of the power is going to offense. So anything that he did against Elder Centipede is going up to the next level, and I don't think Bakuzan is going to be able to take that. What else do we got? Monster Goketsu versus Brilliant Eagle Mode Phoenix Man. I will give Phoenix Man the Subterranean people. How will this conclude and why? Goketsu, I think, is maybe just as fast as Eagle, maybe even faster than him. It's really hard to tell. But Goketsu has insane power on his side, which Phoenix Man doesn't have. Also the martial arts skills. I think he would probably easily defeat all the Subterraneans with like one or two punches, and then he would probably wreck Phoenix Man. Phoenix Man excels against, energy opponents, because that's like his main thing. He can absorb it, and he can resurrect people. I just don't think this is a good matchup for him, and Goketsu would probably destroy him. Maybe mid diff, possibly even low diff. It really remains to be seen. But I'm really high on Goketsu, and I don't think Phoenix Man has a lot of good matchups outside of like people like Child Emperor and stuff like that. G5 versus Pureblood. Who's going to be the first executive member to... Okay. I think G5 probably wins this. He has more tools at his disposal, and Pureblood doesn't seem to be as skilled as G5 is implied to be. G5, he broke out of that bug basket thing that Child Emperor did, and Child Emperor just straight up ran away from him because he was a little too powerful for him to waste time on. And I don't think Pureblood is good enough to take that down. Also, he can't drink the blood of G5 because he's a robot, so that's a huge disadvantage right there. I think this is G5's match to win. Who's going to be the first executive member to fight inside the Hero Association besides Overgrown Rover and Monster Roshi, and why? First executive to fight inside the inside the Monster HQ. Okay. Not sure. Maybe Black S, because he has to multiply and whatnot. Oh, you know what? Maybe Evil Natural Water. There's a theory that he's been lurking down there the whole entire time, but it remains to be seen. I think probably a good chance is Evil Natural Water, because of how big he can become. Six-Armed Bug God versus Purry Prisoner Full Power. I think Purry could actually win this. It could go either way, in my opinion. It would be a very high difficulty for either one, but I think the new Purry that we saw from 105 can probably take down Bug God. It would be his most difficult fight to date that he would be winning, but I think he can get the job done. And my last question is, let's say Watchdog Man and Overgrown Rover win a dog competition. Who would you put your money on and why? The first round is who can catch the most ducks without killing any one of them. Second round is a tug of war. Who can outmuscle the other one? You place your bet, folks. The third round is search and rescue. The objective is to rescue a child trapped underneath a pile of snow with only a few minutes of oxygen. The fourth round is a long jump, and the final round is easy. The objective is to reach the finish line in the straight line without stopping, but to make it more interesting, dozens of food, squeaky toys, and other will be placed around. And finally, our special guest, Neon, will be in this round. So they try to chase around Neon, and then they lose. Simple as that. Thanks a million, Senpai. So I saw the two videos you posted. That's hilarious, of the golden retriever, like trying to go down the road, but he stops and he eats all the food and plays with the toys and whatnot. That's hilarious. Also, the other video you posted with Shrek running around the course, brilliant. Whoever made that video is a genius. The editing was flawless and hilarious. One of the best videos I've probably ever seen, honestly. In that category of hilarious viral stuff. So good. Watchdog Man would blow Overgrown Rover out of the water here. Overgrown Rover, I don't know, I liken him more so to the Golden Retriever, and I liken Watchdog Man more so to the dogs that just effortlessly go through the course. I don't really think there's it's competition here. Yeah, Rover is probably more physically imposing than Watchdog Man, but Watchdog Man, I think, is like the premier dog, even though he's a person, if that makes sense. He would go through all of these challenges. The tug of war, it's really debatable because we don't know how strong Watchdog Man is yet, so I'll give that to Overgrown Rover just because we know how powerful he is. But as for all of the other ones that involve like agility and actively working to get another person, like the kid trapped and whatnot, I think this is all Watchdog Man. And as for Nian, Overgrown Rover's probably going to go after him. If this is post-association, of course, and he's not really friends with him anymore. As Watchdog Man would probably just realize what's going on here and he wouldn't really attack him. But great questions. Thanks you again for everything, Wolf Pup. I appreciate it so much, my friend. So that's pretty much it for the video today, guys. Once again, I want to thank all 64 of my amazing patrons. Guys, like I said before, the fact that you're continuing to support me means so much. Thank you again. And if you would like to be in next week's Q&A video, simply check out my Patreon. The $5 tier will give you access to this. And if you haven't already, please subscribe as well. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you in the next one.